So, after finishing the Transgoal once in 2001, why decide you to come back every year?
I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the countryside and the race and the camaraderie of the gymnase, and just French countryside. I love France. Every stone, every brick. The houses, the architecture.
So it means, yes, it's really of the sense because you are a fan of arts, and that's a good way for you to visit the country too.
Oh yes. I have little or no memory, so it's like discovering France every year anew. each town, I recognize buildings that I really love to see. And seeing them again is wonderful.
But did you never feel bored? Because, for example, you could do some other races in this kind of races in other countries, discovering new countries.
I just like this race, so I get to do a few holidays in the States, and this is my passion, doing Transgoal. It's what I enjoy doing every year.
And a lot of people are speaking to you because and they ask me what is his secret about his health. He's 75 years old, so what is your health secret to be that fit?
I try to eat a healthy diet, and I try to be with young friends all the time. So I try to train with young people so that I try to mimic them. I try to do what they do, and it keeps me young. I have many training partners that are younger than I, and without them, nothing. I would probably not be here.
Yes, and in that way, that's why it's really important for you to have a young support crew.
Oh yes, definitely. I love running toward a girl, and I have a wonderful one this year. And it takes, as you say, a boredom out of the race. I don't think I could finish without her. But I just run from one 5K to see her to the next 5K to see her. Without seeing her, not sure I can make it.
And could you explain me what would be your dream in terms of running? Because you did Trans-Am, so you went from LA to New York. What would be your dream after achieving this race?
I think I'm done. I might enjoy one more attempt at a 6-day American record, and perhaps one more really good 48-hour race, but it's not so important. Perhaps more important is if I can come back and finish again next year, this race.
But for example, would you be ready, for example, to try this kind of experience in Poland or in a different country if they decide to organize it? Just to see? No?
I don't think so. I have thought a little bit about, there's a couple of stage races being put on in England. I thought a tiny bit about those, but I think one of these races per year is all this body can handle. I don't think I can do two. And financially, it's also very expensive, the way that I do it. To bring a supporter, it's not a cheap hobby.
I know. And there is something you really love, that's this story of stars. Every year you collect one more star.
Oh, yes.
And as you told me in the States, it would be very important.
I think races would be just enormously successful if they adopted it. We have a little bit of this in the Houston Marathon, where they now give you a bib, and the bib tells how many marathons you've completed. And so the Houston Marathon has adopted part of the Transgoal system, and that's what keeps me going back to Houston, to collect another finish. to add one more finish to my bib.
Are you not afraid of the day it will stop?
Oh, of course.
Not the rest will stop, but about your body, even if you are still healthy, but
it has to end. And every year, I think, many years ago, maybe 10 years ago, when I finished the 1,000, okay, when I finished Trans-America, I said I would quit. I had done everything I wanted to do. Then I had to finish the 1,000. When I finished the 1,000-mile race, it was finished. I was done. I went back again, set a much better time for the 1,000. I said, that's it. I'm finished. It's over. Then Transgal comes. And here I am. 10 Transgals later. And I'm still not finished. I want to come back next year.
And are you proud of that, to be the only guy who will finish 10 Transgal?
Oh yes, Danielle, what's my record? Danielle is chomping.
One last question. If they decide to reorganize one more Tramsam, would you try to enter it or not? Do you think it's over for you, this kind of event?
Unless it was held entirely, I don't think it's possible. It'd have to be held so different from this race. You know, I have hallucinated a bit about doing it solo, just for fun, but it would probably be after I'm over with this race. If I could not finish this race anymore, it might be fun to just take 120 days to